Hi guys, so Dr. Darlene Offsager here. I wanted to take just a minute and kind of go over what to expect during your Rife treatments. First of all, the first thing to keep in mind is that's going to kind of depend on what kind of technology you use, primarily if you're treating remotely or using indirect contact with the device, or whether or not it's a radiant device. My preferred way to get started is using remote. And because that's so weird for people, you know, I'm treating you from 5 miles away to 100 miles away to 100,000 miles away. It doesn't matter. And that's kind of very difficult to wrap your brain around. So most people want to know, well, how do I know it's working, or what am I going to experience? So let me just kind of run that down. Now, the waves are going to matter. So whether the treatment is more constructive or destructive, whether it's violent to pathogens, or whether you're just gently going, hey, buddy, get out of here. Or, whether you're going or hash or slacker, slasher mode. So that's going to depend on the waves. The amps are going to matter. So there's a lot that goes into that. But not everybody can even feel their remote treatments at all. So here's just a few of the things that you might experience during your treatments that you kind of know something's going on. So you can have strange, kind of gentle massaging feelings, like in your kind of surface level and like up under your skin, kind of in your lymph. You can have prickly sensations in your skin that, feel very energetic. Obviously, if you are in direct contact with electrodes, you're more likely to feel that, especially in lower frequencies. The higher frequencies, usually you don't feel anything, even in direct contact mode. You can get things like itching and twitching in your skin, and again, like in your lymph. You get like hair raising sensations, almost like if you get that static electricity in your hair, that kind of feeling. Now you'll get things like fleeting or traveling pains that hit you in certain areas of your body. And that generally is from two things. So either the pathogens are on the run because they know, oh, this is not good for me. Uh-oh, I need to get out of here. So they try and hide, and they try and tuck into tissues, and maybe they hide behind things, anything to just kind of change their frequency, or, scoot away from the frequencies that are basically killing them. Or as the bioresonance begins to take effect, the pathogens will begin to swell. So as they swell in the tissues, you can actually get and see and feel that swelling sensation in the tissues as they kind of begin to die off and that kind of thing. You might get things coming out of your skin. So just all kinds of, acne, blemishes, blister, all kinds of just things that are clearing out kind of at the surface level. What else? Yeah, again, you can get slight kind of swelling and just pressure in the tissues and also organs when things are kind of beginning to clear out. If they're kind of nested inside organs, which a lot of things will be. Hepatitis, where is it going to be living? It's going to be living in the liver. Liver flukes are going to be in the liver. Kidney flukes are going to be in the kidney. So you're going to feel like those kind of pressures or swelling. And not everybody is going to get that. Obviously, if you don't have the parasites, pathogens, bacterial overgrowths or yeast colonies, fungal blooms, those kind of things. If they're not present, you're not going to have these experiences. The worse, the more they've invaded and they're taking over, the worse the overgrowth is, the more symptomatic you're going to be. That's just part of the deal. That's just unfortunately the, part of killing them off, and it beats the alternative to let them stay. Because if they stay, they're just going to do more damage, more harm. They're going to rob you of more things and so on and so forth. So other things you might get is muscle spasms and, again, tightening of the tissues, and that can very much be in your muscles. And certain pathogens, like different tissues. You might also get like a sudden need to urinate that just kind of comes from nowhere. Usually when your bladder starts to fill, people kind of, I could go to the restroom, whatever. But this just kind of all of this sudden, you kind of have that urgency, and it's not like you're going to be incontinent. That's not going to be it. You're just going to all of a sudden, wait, I really need to, to urinate. And my take on that is generally, things don't want to stay in your bladder. So any toxins, acids, anything like that, the bladder's going to go get it out of here. I'm just a reservoir. I don't need to be poisoning myself with this. So, you can also get very energetic, and electrical sensations. And maybe that might be like little tingly things up your spine. And it doesn't have to be up your spine. It can be, really anywhere. And you can get similar energetic shifts than like if you're doing some kind of energetic correction. Typically you'll have that just that energetic shift where you might yawn or sigh, or just kind of the energetic body just kind of shaking it off. That's common too. So that's kind of what you're gonna you could experience during. And every session's different, every frequency is different, even frequencies that you've used, but you're using at a different waveform. All of a sudden, if you change up the waveform or the duration or whatever, that can feel different. So it's a very individual thing, whether you feel